every person has their own limits on how much they can physically do during a day, every day. And doing too much can actually kill and make you feel miserable, depressed, and feel guilt and shame. Because by achieving more and more, you demand from yourself more and more. And it becomes like an addiction to do more, to achieve more. And you constantly compare yourself to other people. But there is no comparison. You are your own competitor. No one is you. No one has your situation. No one has ever been in your shoes and walk your path. I just want to talk about example in my own family. My mom, she tried so hard to achieve excellence in everything. At home, at work, at church, even on our farm's land. And it may sound like really good that my mom was a person of excellence. However, that's what got her sick, and she passed away very young. She was not even 60 when she passed away. She didn't live long enough to see me graduating with my master's degree. She didn't see anything that happened in my adult life. Unfortunately, my mom passed away when I was only 22 years old, starting my adult life overseas. But at that time, my mom was already sick. So when I turned 20, my mom was diagnosed with terminal cancer. For 2 years, she was battling the disease. She knew that there was no cure. She knew it from the beginning, from the time she was diagnosed. At that time, she didn't have much symptoms. And she kept doing so much during her sickness. She never stopped until she couldn't walk, until she was helplessly laying down in pain. And that's what got me thinking about my mom's life. So when she got married, she wanted to be an excellent wife. She wanted to be excellent mom for her kids, me and my sister. And she did everything at home: cleaning, cooking, laundry, putting kids to different activities, attending all activities of kids, taking time to talk to her kids, while working full-time as a doctor. And on weekends, my mom didn't have days off. On weekends, my mom, with my dad, and sometimes me and my sister, we all traveled to a remote village away from the city. And we were working hard on the farm's land. Me and my sister, we were kind of lazy, but my mom and dad, they work super hard on that land, growing fresh fruits, vegetables for the family. Because my dad, he thought that fruits and vegetables that we grew, they were much better without chemicals, compared to fruits and vegetables that were sold in the markets. So my mom did a lot, and she didn't have her personal life. She didn't have time for herself, quiet time. She was always busy doing something, running around, doing errands, even going to stores, buying foods. She did everything. If I did as much as my mom for at least 1 week, I would die. I would literally die. I cannot even imagine how she did that for so many years. So when my mom got sick and passed away, that had a huge effect on me. I felt so guilty. I felt that I should have helped my mom more, that I didn't do enough. And at the same time, it got me thinking that I would never be able to be a mom. It's too much work. I would not be able to be a wife. That's also too much work, and I would not be able to take care of farm's land, because that work is super hard, super difficult. I hated it during my childhood. I hated it so much. Every time I had to go there, I just didn't want to. And doing too much can kill people. If you know someone who suffers from cancer, it's from stress. 99% of the time, cancer comes from stress, from internal emotions that person keeps inside and never let it out. It's important to go to therapy, to talk it out, to take time for yourself. But my mom, she never had time for herself. She had time for other people, for patients. Sometimes patients call my mom in the middle of the night when she was sleeping, and she had to get up and help a person in life and death situations. And she helped to survive so many people, but she couldn't help herself. It's so difficult to talk about it because even though my mom in a better place right now, but I'm still here. I still have to live with this guilt, with the shame that I was lazy when my mom was working so hard for all of us, for all of my family, and helping patients, helping relatives, helping so many people. My mom was selfless, always serving other people, and she never served herself. And sometimes I catch myself that I do kind of similar things, not on the same scale, of course. I could never be like my mom, because like the people like my mom, it's one in a million people. It's so rare. I can never be like this, but on a smaller scale, much smaller scale, I found myself copying my mom and doing a lot for other people. Even when they never ask me to help, I jump in and help. And sometimes I have to stop myself from doing that. Sometimes other people have to do their own tasks in life and help themselves. Even going to therapy. Some people, they need it urgently, and instead they choose to tell their issues to strangers, to other people, to people they just know, who are not professionals. But they need to really go to therapy and find their own answers. But instead, I was playing a role of the therapist. I was listening to their problem and I tried to solve their problems for them. And now when I become older and a little bit wiser, I understand everyone has to come up with a solution on their own without help. Only if someone asks for help, that's when the help is needed. That's when I have to jump in and help. So to sum it up for today, what I wanted to say is doing too much can kill you. And reevaluate what you do, how many tasks per day, and what do you really achieve. For example, if you going to get up earlier every single day and do a lot of things on your list of daily activities, just think about for how long you can go like that. For me, I can go like this for about a week or two, and then I become sick, depressed, low energy, down, and I become so unproductive for 3 more weeks. So 2 weeks I've been super productive, and then I erase everything by being totally unproductive for another 3 weeks. For me, it never works. I have to find balance. Balance is important. Self-development relies on balance. This is my insight for today.